This is the Weekend Warrior, and I'm here with my daughter, Chloe. We're going to be building some Gaslands vehicles for Mad Eye Miniatures Challenge. Basically, I think the only rule was no trucks, no big rigs, no trucks. So I've got this cheap sports car. It's a pull back and go kind of sports car. It was a cheap one, non-Hot Wheels. I don't know who makes it. It's just a generic little car. But I thought it had a cool little shape. And I think once I paint some rust on it, you know, it's got this, what do you call that? This metal pattern, diamond plate, like a diamond plate printed pattern on it. So I think it'd make a neat little car for the Gaslands, or for the Wastelands. And then Chloe's got this little van. It's a cute little van. See, it's got a little face on the front. It's got a little door that opens up that would be great for weapons. Little wheels. It's just a cute little van. I'm not sure what it went to. It's something we picked up, I believe, at a swap meet or flea market. But that's what she's going to be working with. I've got a bunch of the pieces that I'm going to use. I'm going to not use any 3D printed pieces today. I've got a bunch of miscellaneous things that were found, repurposed here. Just mesh, different pieces. I've got a toothpick that I've been using for painting. I've got this spider I'm going to glue on top. I've got this airplane, spaceship type thing. I believe I got it in New Mexico years ago. I've got these pieces to, they're valve pieces that go in the tire of the car. So these would go in. So if you have like a tire shop nearby, these are often just discarded on the ground. So you can find these like crazy. They're free and everywhere. You can see I got 3 of them, but I'm only going to use 2. Some weird piece of plastic I'm going to use as a bumper. Not really a ram, I guess. It's just a small piece I'm going to glue on the front. I think I'm going to use this as a weapon on the top of the vehicle, like an electric weapon. It's a fuse from a vehicle. It's just a different type of fuse for the fuse block. And then just some bits of plastic. Some caps from a toy gun. I think I'm going to cut these off and glue them on the back as like exhaust ports or something. And I got a piece of a zip tie that'll maybe work as some armor. So that's what I'm starting with. Let's see how it turns out. And then Chloe's also got a bunch of found bits she's going to be using. A whole lot of stuff. She's got a plethora of stuff. I'm not sure if she's going to fit it all on that van, but she has a lot. So I'm just going to do a little sanding. I want some things to stick.
I've got this few couple wires from this little battery pack that was right here that we had in our little kit of found things. I'm just using it to
I'm not sure these things are going to hold
mount
there.
some electronics.
Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to get the airplane on the back for wings. I think it's going to look really cool on the back there. We'll get something mounted. The glue gun? Yeah, I need to warm it up. But yeah, I have it. Is that holding?
No.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see this. I'm talking about yours.
Oh, no.
No? Yeah. The glue situation is pretty terrible tonight. Besides my finger. Okay. That seems to be holding. Hopefully that's holding now. Okay, that seems to be working. So what I'm going to do is take one of these. I can put it in here. You see, I can put that there, and that'll stay. Actually stays pretty good. I'll add some glue around it, and then I'll try to glue this onto the side. I'm going to start cutting these off. I just want to cut these away so I can add these to the back of the car.
Alright. This is finally glued, but I'm afraid to let go because it's also glued to my fingers.
Oh no. Alright, is it stuck to you?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay. You going to be able to pull it off?
Yeah, but without ruining it, I don't know. Ah!
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's got to come off eventually, so we might as well try it. Did it work?
Aha.
Cool. Let's go way over here. I'm going to try to do 4 and just see if I can even them out. Put them down along the bottom here. So it's going to be like a part of an exhaust. You see the little cap on there. We'll get another one going in just a second here. It's definitely working. You see the exhaust there? All the caps, they're working. Oh, let's add. I think I'm going to cut this piece off just as a piece of armor just to glue on it, maybe on the other side. Something kind of crazy, ridiculous. we'll see. Let's see if I can cut this off. So here's a piece of armor I'll glue on the side of the vehicle here. Let's see if this will fit flush someplace. Yeah, that kind of works. Should I put it up higher? Huh. Should I? Yeah, that would be kind of cool, just to kind of cut it. Let's try to cut this at an angle and see what happens. Cut a little piece off and see if that'll glue like that right there. I think it will be okay. Maybe cut. What you need, girl?
Can you use this?
Of course. Whatever you need. Take it. See how I shot that piece at you?
Sure.
That's what you get for taking that piece. Okay, so this will probably hold. I probably don't need anything too crazy. I'm stealing hers. See. All right, cool. You see, it's going to be really ridiculous. I kind of like the way it's turning out. All right. Let's see if I can glue.
Did you steal my toothpick?
I did.
Wow.
I know. That's what I do. I steal toothpicks.
That's gross.
Yeah, only when they're used.
You only steal them when they're used?
Yeah, I only steal them when they're used. I wouldn't dare steal a new toothpick. It's not my fault. I was raised that way. Okay, here you go. I'll leave that right
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see if I can glue that on the window. The window right there. But I'm going to put this bumper piece on that I want to put on. It's going to go underneath. Where are you at, Chloe? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good?
Added some.
Things are coming together?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I'm just going to add this bumper. Let's see, yeah, this way. Alright, there's your toothpick. Oh, glue it to my finger. Alright. Meanwhile, I'm waiting on Chloe.
What?
See how she does here. Okay, so here, I'm still working on the spider. Chloe's got her wires. Well, working on the wires to connect to that weapon she's got.
Yeah, so this weapon I'm thinking is going to be some sort of electricity weapon, just to shoot volts of electricity.
Yeah, it looks like the end of like a hose, like on a fire truck. It looks really cool. So she's still messing around with that, and not sure what I'm working on here.
Yeah, I've decided instead of waiting the entire time while I'm holding it, to try and at the same time build a roof for it.
Yeah, she finds a piece of plastic canvas to start using, and you can see I'm still messing with that spider. I think I've got it glued down by the body, and I was trying to glue like the tips of a few legs. I didn't even want them all down, like it's kind of walking on top, but they wouldn't hold because I think the shape where they're kind of rounded, and trying to pull them in, it just kept pulling away from the glue and it wouldn't stay. If I held it longer, and probably given it some time, maybe it would have worked. But I wasn't having a whole lot of luck.
Or patience.
Yeah, or patience. Thank you, Chloe. And you can see Chloe trimming her plastic canvas there.
Yeah, so it is a little bit difficult to handle it while trying to keep the wires glued down, but I managed.
Yeah, you're cutting your shape out. I could see that. So what'd you think of that little van?
It's super cute.
Super cute. Is it still cute after you're done?
Yeah.
It's monstrous. So you'll see it at the end here. But yeah, and you can see I'm just starting to lay on paint now. So I'm just laying on a black base on everything like I typically do. I really enjoy this black paint. It just covers so well for a cheap craft paint. I know I mentioned in all the videos, and it's probably a broken record by now. But it does work well, and I encourage people, if you find this cheap, I don't know if it's Craft Smart, it's something like that, and you find it at Walmart. But the black works better than most of the other colors.
Right now I'm just gluing on a tailpipe.
Yeah, that tailpipe was cool.
Thank you. I've got some armor, which I accidentally glued to the wheel, so I ended up having to replace it.
Yeah, when she was trimming the tailpipe, like a piece went flying in my paint and landed actually in the black paint on my palette.
I've added some kind of what I like to think of as a rocket to that little armor piece.
Yeah, using the end of a Q-tip. And most of these are, things you can find around your house and things that we find on the ground, as usual. And I'm starting my rust paint, my typical job where I start laying down some brown first and bits of orange. And I learned this from another YouTube channel. So I just kind of put some brown on the wheels. I really want to make it look kind of a mess. So we lost some video footage. So there was a lot more done, but for some reason the camera stops after so many minutes and I didn't realize it quit. So I had splashed some blood on the front, added some color, and I just continuing to break up the car a little bit to where it's not all one shade of gray or black or brown. And Chloe laid on her base coat, or she still is now. Look at that face on that thing.
Yeah, I tried to make it look evil, gave it some mean eyes, and added some blood dripping down the mouth.
Yeah, we went from cute puppy dog car to evil. She says it's a bear, but I'm not sure. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna make it brown, turn it into a grizzly bear, but I decided to keep the original color and just dirty it up. I think grizzly bear would have been cool. Though.
Yeah, you can see she's added some color to the front. It looks really good there, and I think it's smeared at the end.
Yeah.
Maybe right there. You probably smear it with your hand. I don't know.
Well, I decided to wash off the mouth and then retry it.
Oh, okay.
But I think the eyebrow ended up smearing.
Yeah, I think the left eye smeared down. You can see her making her evil eyebrows. Giving it an angry look.
I think now I'm just adding some mud all over it. To make it even more dirty.
Strikes fear in the eyes of her adversaries.
Adversaries?
Adversaries? Adversaries. Adversaries? You're probably right. Strike that.
Just like the adversaries.
That's right. There. Oh, she's added more red to her eyes.
Yeah, the original pupils kept kind of poking out, so I had to cover it a few times.
So here are mine and Chloe's Gaslands Vehicles for Mad Eye Miniatures Challenge. You can see that I added a spider, a little plane. I added a weapon that was actually a piece to a valve stem from a car. Zip tie, a piece of metal here. There's a weapon up top that's actually it's actually a fuse from a car as well. The zip tie is just adding a bit of armor. A little piece of bumper that I added. And I ended up drilling a hole and added a little tiny piece of like a bead that I got from Michael's, or I think it was Michael's. It's part of this glass bead set. So I added that as a gun up front. You can see it sticks out there. It looks cool. Just added some paint, added a lot of blood, some gore to the front of this thing. It's pretty wild looking. And let's move over to Chloe's now. Now Chloe had this cute little van. She made an evil face on the front. Look at the blood dripping from the mouth. Red eyes, real evil looking. She's got some wires coming out to this tube for a weapon that's mounted on this door that actually opens and closes on the side. She's got the like a tailpipe she added that looks really cool. Little box on the back. She added some mesh to the side and to the top. This is, I believe, some plastic canvas. I believe this is some sort of screen. It might have been used for, I'm not 100%. I don't want to give you the wrong information, but some sort of screen material. I'm not sure. It could be material for drywall. That's what I think it is. I'm not 100%. But she's got this neat little van. Pretty monstrous here with its evil face taunting you. Anyways, I'm going to get some photos and I'll post those as well. So you'll see those momentarily. Thank you.